Hello and welcome to Aotearoa Armory's Weekly. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy who is on a fab journey, and I'll be your host today. The news really has kicked off over the past week or so with Omens of the Third Age release now in the rearview mirror. The LSS marketing team have been getting back on the wagon, as it were. But also we've had news from other people as well. So there's a lot to go through this week on the news front. Even with Nationals just a few days away now. First up then, look, we've got the Pro Tour in Las Vegas coming up. There's a whole bunch of news about that. And look, I'm personally not going, but there are some lovely mats, play mats that are going to be available on the prize wall and merch. And they're also going to be doing meet and greets and all of that kind of stuff. So if you're going, have a great time. Lots of stuff going on there, but really it's probably not going to impact most of us here in New Zealand. However, we have had some new cards being released around what's going to be coming up in Mastery Pack Warrior. Grains of Bloodspill, Brave Forge Braces, and Valiant Dynamo legendary pieces of equipment will all be getting a reprint as part of this release. Also, Durandal, a new two-handed sword, has been released in there as well. So, look, some of the equipment looking very good. But that is 3 out of the 4 legendaries, and card number 009 still has not been released. My guess is that is going to be a legendary headpiece. Will that also be a reprinting? Well, look, the only I've forgotten what the word is now, the only pure warrior, the headpiece only came out with Hunted, so it is pretty recent and it's about half the price of all the rest. So I'm guessing we're going to get a brand new legendary headpiece for a warrior in that Mastery Pack Warrior. If you think I've got that wrong, think something else, then please do let me know in the comments down below. Other news then, and we have got Eternal Weekend 2026 coming up. Now this is a brand new thing that has been set up with the Auckland Card Show. So at the Auckland Card Show, and it is going to be Blitz. Yes, that format that we got not only got to put on the back burner, but also got a redefinition as well. Yes, it's going to be a Singleton Blitz. So a really interesting tournament coming up then on the 15th and 16th of August at the Auckland Card Show. The 15th on the Saturday, there is going to be a warm-up event with a box of basic play for a box, and also lots of the old versions or old releases available in draft format as well. And then on the Sunday, there is the main event where entry will get you a Sink Below New Zealand promo. I'm assuming at the moment that that's the same one that came out with Project Blue, but who knows? Maybe there will be a new release one. Maybe it isn't going to be that one. With lots of wonderful things such as exclusive artist proof. For the winners, and $1,000 cash plus extra New Zealand Sink Below promos. And a name engraved on the Eternal Weekend Champion Trophy. The fact that they've called this the New Zealand Eternal Weekend 2026 does suggest that we may be getting it again next year. Maybe this is the first something that we'll be getting. Will be an annual event. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But with it being the new Blitz Singleton format with no banned cards at all, that really has caused a lot of interest in the community. Hey, I may even get to play my Tomb of Fyandel, for example, that I pulled at the Welcome to Tauranga event a few months ago now. So yes, lots of people thinking about what, who knows, what could be actually the right deck to play for this event. Also, look, props for them. These things are starting at 11 a.m. A nice reasonable time, not some crazy 9:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning time. So yes, very impressed with that one as well. So So yes, so definitely those tickets go on sale for that event at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, which is maybe 7 p.m. today when this actually gets released. Now, clearly, we haven't been playing much of the Blitz Singleton format, so if you are looking for a warm-up event, then Sam George is organising an event that is going to be at Nova Games on the 5th of July. 2 rounds of the Singleton Blitz, followed by 2 rounds of CC, with the top cut playing in CC. Some really interesting prizes he has got there as well. So Cold Foil Soul Shackle, signed by the artist, a Cold Foil Young Chain, Marvel Confidence Token, Glint of the Quicksilver Dorinthia playmat as well. So some great prizes for that one. So if you do want to get involved, that is being called Bad Omens, which will take place on Sunday the 5th of July up there at Nova Games in Auckland. So I say, lots of news going on. We've got new cards, announcements around the Pro Tour event, as well as this brand new event here in New Zealand. But before we get on to all of that, we have got Nationals coming up. With the Nationals, I've put out a poll there to see who they think would be the winning hero, especially with Phi going so well at USA Nationals, finishing the top seed, and then Gravy going on to win the whole thing, with the Gravy player winning every single one of his CC rounds. The only rounds he lost were for draft. So yes, who will it be? Well, as you can see, there has been some fun and games with the voting, and yes, whoever TBG and Ben Good enter has got the top vote there. Clearly, looking at seeing that it's about the player, it's not about the deck. And well, to be fair, Ben Good was second, wasn't he, at Auckland, calling Auckland recently. So yes, maybe that is the way. When we get down to the proper votes for the heroes, look, Victor top there, unsurprisingly, he's been going very well. Reinar, good to see the faith with the Brute Nation, but I think yes, I think that's more of a heart vote than a head vote. Gravy, off the back of obviously his winning of the US Nationals, and Phi then up there as well before Acilio, and then it drops off down to single votes for Betsy, Teklevossen and Tough Nut. I would be very surprised if Tough Nut makes the top H, never mind actually wins the whole event. So look, good luck to everyone who is going to Nationals this coming weekend. It'll be interesting to see what the meta is like. Interesting there that Mario, Marionette, none of them made top 8 at US Nationals, and no one has voted them as being a winning hero prediction for Nationals here in New Zealand. A deck that people thought coming into this meta, that along with Victor was one of the top 2 decks of the meta, and surprising there to see so little support for Arachne Marionette in those. Sorry, I have no weekend winners for you this week. I do need to reach out and get our army winners for next time. Obviously, clearly next week we will have our national champion as our weekend winner, and also don't forget on the Sunday, for those of you that don't make the top 8, I think it is of the of nationals, there is the World Championship qualifier that is Silver Age there that is open entry as well on the Sunday. So we'll have at least two weekend winners for you next week. So what's coming up? Well, clearly we've got Nationals, you can see there, coming up next weekend. Then there's that Bad Omens event up at Nova Games. Before at the beginning of August, we have Mastery Pack Warrior and the Olympia Armory deck getting released. That coincides also with the start of the Skirmish Season 15. And as I say, also in the middle of that, we've got that Eternal Weekend. Looking at Skirmish Season 15, look, it looks like we've got 15 actual events here in New Zealand that I found. Kicking off on Saturday, the 8th of August, you've got events in Card Merchant West City, Gaming DNA in Hamilton, Serbius Games down there in Wellington, and then a couple in the South Island with Iron Knight Gaming and Card Merchant Dunedin. The following on the day after that, on the Sunday, you've got Card Merchant Silverdale and Card Merchant New Plymouth, as well as Card Merchant Nelson down there in the South Island. Middle weekend then on that Saturday. This is the same weekend as the Auckland Card Show as well. You've got Card Merchant Takapuna and Hobby Lords down there in Lower Hutt, and then down in the South Island, Card Merchant Christchurch, the Game Store Megazone in Dunedin, and also Gamers United down in Invercargill. Finally, on that final weekend then on the Saturday, we've got Hobby Master up in Auckland and Card Merchant Tauranga, rounding things out for Skirmish 15. Looking at that list, I'm hoping to get along to two of those. For me, probably the DNA, Gaming DNA in Hamilton, and also Card Merchant Tauranga. Yeah, I'd say get out there and enjoy the skirmish. Some great prizes. You've got the Marvel Marvel Hero for the winner, and some cool playmats to win in the random draw, as well as for the winner as well. That's it for this week then. I hope you all enjoy playing in the Flesh and Blood, and again, as I say, for those of you heading to Nationals, have a great time down there in Wellington. Unfortunately, I will not be able to join you for that, but I will be in my local game store playing at my local armory as usual. So keep it community, folks, and have a great week.